Oh no, stuck in the bunker again. I'm gonna have to order a new golf club on eBay. Welcome back to Doom Golf. That's an actual thing. Actually. Try that sometime. It's kind of fun-ish. I don't know if it means a whole lot, but you can do it. Be like, golf courses with the Doom guy. That sounds kind of wholesome. And it is. It really is. So this bunker, right? It's like a bunker. Yeah. Hang on, I don't remember what the music is. Oh, okay, I remember what the level is. Wow. Okay, so this is basically how it sounds. You're underground in a fortress sort of thing. We're going to do a lot of mulling around the moat in order to actually get inside this thing. As well as some... There's at least one secret that gets you through like a shortcut through the level in a way, and I kind of forget to pick up on that. It's fine. There's more monsters than you would think, but the size of the level spreads them out good. Just be mindful that, you know what's funny? I think you actually only need one key in order to exit the level, but I get both keys anyway because I'm cool like that. But yeah, basically in these major areas on the outside, there's one switch for one key, and then there's a red switch somewhere on the other side or some shit. But yeah, then there's all these rooms inside we get to contend with, and it's like a whole other level on the inside. It's great. It's like a TARDIS. Except not. So, everything I said, retract that. Get out your protractors, it's time to check what angles are. I'll be your geometrics teacher lab, and we're going to measure how much I give a fuck. Oh, look at that! 0 degrees, a new record. Gotta love them degs. Or, yeah, we have degree. What was the other one? Radians? Yeah, radians. Yeah. Why was measuring in radians useful for me again? Something to do with circles, I'm sure. Well, either way, you can do stuff in terms of radians. I remember my graphic calculator did that too. It was like it had a degree button and a radian button, and there was another one, which I'm forgetting. But yeah, imagine that, having a calculator used for trigonometry. You guys still use graphing calculators when you're doing math? I think I would. I should again. I guess if I was out and about. Yeah, that's really the real downside. It's just like, wait, what if I'm just having something similar to a graphing calculator on my own fucking computer by now? Like, it would have been useful back when I was in high school, when, laptops can only do so much, and it was convenient to have all this stuff. It was funny to have video games in, like, a TI-85 or TI-84 or whatever. I guess the most common was a TI-84. But yeah, you could make video games and play them on your calculator by somewhat connecting it. I think what I do is I put like a jack into it in my computer and then connects to the internet. It's like, ooh, look at me, I'm downloading games into my calculator. Why? I don't know, because I have a superior Game Boy and I'm crazy. But it was good for this one puzzle game, which was already a DOS game, as it turns out. That like loader Larry thing, or you place the block and then go up a step. Whatever that game was. I played that a bit. And there's the Mario clone too. Any grid-based game would work. I think it's a good way to practice programming, though. It looks like you're trying to program a game in BASIC, but still, not really good in the long run. At least it was 100 times better than whatever those old mobile games were like. I'm talking really old mobile games, like before they were smartphones. They were just like, flip phones with like Java in them. Which is funny, because I know Java's capable of great things, and these Java games on the phones were just horseshit. I had a better time with Java applets on the web at that time. It was just like, that was one of Flash's competitions. Are there like browser games like that anymore? I wonder what Congregate has done to respond to this. They must be in deep shit now. Come to think of it, I don't really much like Congregate any more than I used to. It was a good time waster. But that would have worked better if I was at the right age at that time. Like in middle school. But, anything I thought I could want to Congregate, I don't know. My tastes have evolved over time to respect what I actually enjoy, which is Doom. So, and that is what. Once upon a time, I had 200% health. This is no longer that time. This is 197 time. Do. On the inner rings of fate that we do not appreciate. To get that blue key, we're gonna have to fall onto it. Cool, right? Yeah. Then where's the red key, you ask? Boy, I sure do love them pillars. They help me keep track of where I am. Gotta look for tinges in the wall where there are not so much tinges as there are singes from my door hinges. The singes mark the door hinges. I mean the tinges, not the singes. The singes implies burning. This is like with a substance on it, so it's tinges. That's why they call them tinctures, maybe. I don't trust any herbal thing that says, try this tincture. I'm just like, I want to just ingest orally. Don't make this complicated. If it's like a plant, just let me eat it with my mouth. Is it that hard? No, you gotta tincture it. I'm like, nyeh. No one I know anywhere has talked about tinctures except for you guys. What's the deal with that? And I realize it's one of those things where communities of various types have their own lingo, and that was just the lingo for amateur herbologists. So, or maybe it's not. Either way, it's not something I would have heard every day, even though it sounds like a common-ass word. And with by many rockets he did slay the knights of the homeward-bound table. There were many dogs, and possibly cats there. He did not want to find out what would have happened if they had met the march of the penguins. These penguins, they march side by side in rows, and it's beautiful to look at. You know, I played a WarioWare, so I know the micro game where you're trying to match the marching rate of the penguins, and then at some point a variant of it is like, okay, turn around, you dipshit. So it's like, how did we all agree to this? And then you die. It's always weird when I feel like everyone's like, okay, everybody this way. And I'm like I resist for a while, then I finally go that way. Then by the time I go the other way, it's like, nope, changed their minds, we're going the other way. It's just like, what? Like when there's like great societal change, and it like suddenly takes 180. It's certainly not that simple, but I could imagine the experience just to describe the phenomenon where people can get frustrated out of nowhere. Technically nowhere, if not within their own minds, which may as well be as good as nowhere because it makes them original. Can you imagine a conspiracy theorist being original? Actually, yeah. Those are the ones I thought were fun, were just like people believing in aliens. Except, as we all know, or maybe we don't all know, as I know, is basically the government being like, what weapons? Look, aliens! And then they left. I think they tried that again recently. I'm just like, wait, why? Like, collectively. That's what made it weird. So when you all collectively believe in the same thing, like, simultaneously. And I'm just like, how? Usually it takes, like, thousands of years to get a lot of people to believe in the same thing simultaneously, considering how much we divide. Which we do a lot. We do the long division around here. For my mathematical, sociological problems that I would have had if I didn't actually pay attention to those Spider-Men. Spider-Mint. Doesn't really matter. I want a tint. Swings a web. All my thighs. Kills the guys. Just like the ones that are wise. Look out! Here comes a really bad verse. When you see the night and you don't know what to think. When you flee the sight, you don't ever get on time. Maybe because you wanted to hang up. Maybe because you wanted to hook up. You are the Tinder man. Yeah. I like how Tinder sounds like Cinder. I imagine that was intentional. Yeah, get a row of cells. Woo, what's the dealio? My Mr. Baron Man, Mr. Baron Man, got the Baron plan, he's gonna be and sold the Doom guy in row 3. Yeah, you cannot match my power. There's an arch file out there. Maybe I dealt with them already. That would be nice if I did. That's where the exit is, by the way. But notice how I have neither of the keys, so let's not think of that right away. I'm just occupied getting rid of all these enemies in a safe and effective manner. You catch my drift? Hansai Drifter! Yeah, like that. You gotta respect the initial D. I know she respects the initial D. I respect the initial D. He respects the initial D. Everybody respecting anybody. Everybody. Who-body. Who-body. Slam the gas. Oh, he's having a glorious time. Hey, look. I was here before, but now I have a reason to come back. And that reason is you. And the reason is you. There we go. As we all know, I'm not a perfect person. There we go. Perhaps if I run over in this direction, I will have myself a baron of a good time. Ha ha. My jokes are barren of any humor. Ha ha ha. Anyway. These barons are looking a bit red. Ha ha ha. Actually, they're very, very bright pink. They're hot pink. Let them know that pink is a man's color. Just let them know. Gotta let him know what you gonna do. And then you shoot your bullets inside his face. And then his face is full of bullets. He can't spit them out because then you did shoot his esophagus. You shot his face. You shot his face. I face his shot. You shot his face. That's what we call the bullet bobble. Do 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 do. Are the Bub and Bob brothers the mascots of Taito? If not, they should be. Do 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 do. Only thing is, if I want to play a game effectively, you technically need 2 people in order to get the true ending. So, how many games have an alternate ending when you actually play with 2 players? I know it happens in fucking Double Dragon, so you tell me. Shot. Shot, 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 Charlie, shot. And we got the things that I want. I'll be right back. I suspect I'm not the only one who makes jump cuts like this. We can't all sit in our chairs 24 hours, 7 days a week after all. 365.25 plus some random ass small inconsequential number days a year. What's that? You want me to say 12 months a year? Hey man, a month is not really a good sign of a measurement, okay? So just forget that was a thing. It's funny to consider the month does have to do with how moons work, so. You know, until Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar are like, haha, you know what'd be funny is if we thought October meant the number 10 instead of the number 8. That'd be so fucking funny, you guys. What's that? December is month 12? Oh no, it's Dodecember now, baby. Yes, I realize that makes October the actual December. Maybe that's why. Halloween is the true Christmas all along! Ha ha ha! You know, it was gradual, but I did get my mojo. So, yeah, enter the mojo-verse, bitch. When Austin Powers goes into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he meets Mojo. It's like, you're not my Mojo. It's like, no, I am Mojo. It's like, ah, shit. I can't wait for all this X-Men stuff. Because there's a lot of X-Men lore, and, like, even today, I'm finding new things out about X-Men stuff, and that whole plot about them living on their own island. Really good shit. It's like, what if we had our own community? It's like, oh man, I wish. I didn't realize this at the time, but it turns out if you stay too long under that archway, you actually get hurt. I don't know what the reason for that is. I understand having these crushers here, though. By the way, there's crushers in this game. Is that, like, just the third time I've seen crushers in the whole thing? Oh my god. Oh, crushers, how I missed you. And your wonderful display of obviousness to my person being squashed flat. When I was squashed flat as a young boy, I was told, eat up so you can stop being flat, and now I stopped. Rock and roll McDonald's. Hey. Let's get rid of that guy in particular. Yeah, as long as we get the Archvile out of here, not to make him the cares so much. Oh, he is gone. Alright, cool. But how about this one? Yeah. Okay, cool. I really should go and press those switches now. I've got all the pieces together, you see. And gather up some goodies and put it all together, and when you get a bunch of goodies. This is right. This feels right to me, somehow. Get in the moat. Oh, I do like how a few times more enemies have spawned in the moat. Because it's like, hey, you weren't there before? Well, we are now. You should have guessed that by looking at the teleporters on the ceiling. How many... I gotta say, that's a first for me, is teleporters on the ceiling in, like, reverse gravity. I was not expecting that. If it was reverse gravity, though, that'd be really fucking cool. A Doom game which you can go in reverse gravity? Yes, please. Okay, guys, I have an idea for your Doom map pack. Just make all of Doom 2 upside down, okay? See if that makes a difference. Maybe. Or make it... Oh, wait a minute. I think there was a mod where you could start from the end of the level and finish at the beginning. Ooh, I gotta check that out. That sounds like a pretty good time. I don't know how exactly to search that, but I'm gonna go check. Because I need to feel good about myself and just do something for fun, and I've just failed to establish how to take care of myself. Like, not, like, I'm not talking necessities, I just mean, like, you know, TLC to myself, you know? Self-love. I don't quite grasp self-love too easily. It sounds abstract. You're abstract! Yes, I am. But you know what else is abstract? My abs. Look at my non-Euclidean abdomen. Oh, God! No, Don't look! They're impossibly beautiful. No! My eyes are getting lost in the maze. Anything else? Why don't we take a look around while viewer discretion is still advised for all you advisors out there who like to discretionly advise my syncretic secretions. Secretions. We secrete. Yeah, what a weird way to make a hidden thing sound like it's coming out. A secretion. There it goes. Oh man, get secreted, son. Yeah. I'll make that a meme. Get secreted. There, it's a meme. Why? Because I said it was. You know what, though? Anything is a meme. The only memes people seem to care about, though, the most viral ones. That should already be an indicator of how life is, or how life isn't. So, yeah. It's like, what do you get mad at memes for? It's like, what do you get mad at trends for? Same fucking thing. Except more so. And also, small enough to fit in your pocket. Memes so small they can fit in a nanofiber! Da-da-da-da. Am I looking for a creature wandering around, or I'm just forgetting how to get outside to push the switches? I'm guessing the latter. When you climb up the ladder and you hear something splat or get some fiber in your diet. Yeah. Yeah. That is cool and all that jazz, but you need to, like, stop giving a toss about my floss. I floss, you know. I don't want to brag, but I do floss. It sounds like a brag, but I never hear anyone talking about flossing as one should. I mean, I can do a butt floss too, but no. We have bidets and toilet papers. Wash with water or rub with paper. Don't be trying to be like, oh yeah, is this where my towel goes? Ha ha ha. I mean, yeah, if you want to dry, but I mean, like, just let yourself dry. Like, don't dry yourself completely, because if you do that, then, well, then you are going to start feeling dry. Because we have to derive the moisture from somewhere to make us feel less dry, so we become wholly dry as a result. Be careful what you dry, it may not undry so easily. Become moist. One with the moisture of the tincture. I had a stint as a tincture. It didn't last very your. Hee-hoo. Here we go. We gotta go up this thing. Yes, finally. I did the simplest thing in the whole goddamn world. Push a button. Yes. That's what I did. I did this. You made this? I made this. Yeah. Every copyright story ever. See if I get some other celebs to follow me, like who? I don't know. But I have celebs following me. Oh my god. Not exactly top tier celebrity, but also it's like, you know, if you like the guy and he's a good person, isn't that good enough? That's just how you make good friends. Maybe. Approach from the other side. Pop quiz, did I approach from the blue door side or the red door side? I asked because I didn't remember. Oh, I forgot to mention that thing where you teleport into the megasphere. For some reason, it's supposed to be secret, but it doesn't quite count. It's like that one level in Doom 2 where the teleport is marked as a secret, but you don't register it due to how teleports are interacted with. Although, maybe if there's a pain elemental, I could force budge myself into it, like I saw in that Zero Master video that one time.